Now, we know that FPX had a stellar performance with the Nico support for Jue in their series against RNG. Now PP God gets the throw down for a performance of his own.
The wave, but I mean, he's going to be missing out on so much of his HP. What this really means is, I think, a detriment to Aki. We wanted to see this Zyra farming, and while she's not doing any of these camps trying to protect her bottom lane, Shadow's been clearing minions this entire time. He's going through camps, he's finishing on his wolves now as well. A really good start here for FPX so far, but Sheer needs to be very careful. If he can survive this, it's huge.
He channels and buffers the E despite the root, but it's still not enough to just survive the dive, and Aki picks up first blood.
That's what I wanted to see. Shanji now does survive, so he's missing out.
Of getting into the river. And yes, they burned flash for flash onto Aki, but he still has the rest of his teammates being able to collapse in. So Grubs, first rotation secured for NIP, and there's no inclination that the rest of FPX are going to try to trade, at least for the first dragon of the game. So NIP might be able to get both objectives as they look for a pinch. PP God gets snagged up by the dredge line. Shadow deals a lot of damage with those Skittles.
They're still trying to zone Sheer off of this wave, and they're the ones with the grub, so they'll deal extra damage alongside it.
And Jue and Kair are going to try again. Shaji no longer having access to Dominus. Jue has to lead the charge here. The flash, the double slice and dice, trying to avoid it all. And Jue lives with a sliver of HP. He's going to use the blast gun to get himself away from Aki's hands. The rest of NIP, they're on the top side.
Look at this turret. It's just eviscerated. Maybe they grab it here. We've got Grub spawning in 45 seconds. If they take this turret, they're not going to have time to really reset, get back out of the map. Although, you look at where FPX are, maybe there's a small window where you can abuse them. Looks like they're trying to clear out the rest of their bottom side of the map. It's going to be 6 Grubs going over to NIP. So dangerous to play, especially once they start to kind of get in position for some of these fights. You're talking about Doinby on a side lane, this Renekton on a side lane. It's going to be very difficult to deal with, and something that if you lose a team fight, suddenly the entire map explodes. So
FPX, they do have a chance to look and burn down this dragon. PP God trying to use the power of the clone to get them vision, but not enough to warrant their way in contesting this dragon.
Feels like there's something you got to do. There is something that we're going to be fighting over, or something we're going to be losing resources on. As engage on a Shanji.
What about fight in the bot lane? And FPX completely blow up this crocodile before the rest of NIP can really send in the reinforcements, but they're going to look for another re-engage. There's the chains. It connects on the Shadow.
They make it happen
Beautifully. Doinby is going to go down for his efforts, and that gives Kair another reset to jump away to safety, but taking a lot of damage as well. Oh, PP God almost biting the dust as well.
Such a close bout here for FPX. Oh, here's Karthus. Does he get it? He has the Blackfire Torch.
Wait a minute, Deathfire Torch. The bird is going to be enough.
No!
He's blinking. No, it's not enough. He got as low as 11 HP, Elk.
Oh, I saw 6. I don't know, man. He's so low. Maybe a play onto Sheer. This would just open up so much for NIP, kind of the cherry on top. It's going to be the flash coming out. Close to level 11. 2 points in the ultimate is going to be a big game changer when we're talking about setting up around this bear or this Rift Herald that's spawning in minute 40. The Dragon in 2. Those are going to be kind of big terrain pieces that NIP can kind of play around and build for someone like Sivir or even this Nico, who we haven't seen connect in the game all that much. I feel like bot lane has on that side of the map. Renekton here. I don't know how much they're going to be able to play. Maybe with Aki. They have a timer here.
They know that Sheer doesn't have flash from the play they made on the top side before, and that sets up for the easy lockdown. Good night, Sheer. 3-man dedicated to taking out the Ornn. We're going to see what FPX can at least take on the flip side of the map. I know that Sivir clears waves super fast. I didn't necessarily... Oh, whoa!
Oh!
The connects right onto Doinby!
Wait a minute, Kair!
Oh! Doinby still survives long enough that they at least trade one back. But it's the mid laner that's fell for the side of FPX.
That was a great pick coming out from Jue. It opens up FPX to grab the Herald. This has been a doomed game, and I feel like every one of these games in this series has been FPX fighting tooth and nail with NIP. It's Sivir, it's this Zyra who can eventually move on over. I think it's going to be very difficult. Maybe they just kind of cheater it and say, look, coming into that next Otacon, we're looking to really kind of play off of mid lane.
An extremely clutch moment from the FPX single franchise player that has stayed with this orb for the past 3 years.
Kair!
And now he needs to charge. He finds leave, and even if he doesn't do enough damage, he had the Karthus ultimate ready to finish off. But Kair picks up his 4th kill of the game. They're going to carry the momentum through. He's got the resets. He's bouncing forward, looking for more.
He's him!
He's going to take out Aki, and he gets out alive. Oh, but the burn his first death of the game, but I think Care is putting in his share of work for game 3.
Care might have been Icarus there. It's PP God with an engage.
PP Blossom onto the front line, but they can't get through to bot. Shanji flashes forward, trying to take him out. The Crocodile sinks his fangs in and takes out the Varus, but gets traded back. FPX find themselves still rocketing ahead of NIP, giving enough patience. I don't know if it's patience or just totally overestimating what they can do in some of these
oh my god, wait, he's in
scenarios.
that flash, he's dead!
Oh, Care, no!
Care, no!
Oh, maybe, just a little overextended. Remember, he didn't have the flash. Off of the back of Care's marksman champion. These picks cannot be carelessly given away as another one goes over to the hands of NIP.
So like a soul or a soul point, and with Otacon right next to it, you imagine if we take a fight now, for FPX, there's some possibility there. You've got the Rage Blade and the Blade of the Ruin King.
They have teleported their members into the river, trying to jockey for position as Jue tries to send it for the engage, but Doinby with the Call of the Forge God, PP God with the engage. It's
that's one though.
Members. Good turnaround by FPX as they take out the support.
They're doing it.
Here we go. Shadow unleashes the Call of the Requiem as gets a lot of burst damage down into NIP, but the Strangler is still alive.
Just contend to your side lanes and just take the team fight win for yourself. It has been NIP slowly eking out goal leads every so often, while most of it here for FPX is in favor of Care.
And it's so tough to still jump into a team that still has Zyron and all abilities available.
Oh no!
Jue might have overstepped here. Death Charge being used on the very same champion. Maybe a turnaround.
Where's Care? He's dead though!
Pops the stasis, but Jue's gone. Care is forced to retreat over the side wall. Doinby now gonna pursue. Shanji also in the back line. The Renekton. This Crocodile's so scary, but they get pushed away thanks to the Buster Shot, and it gives Bat enough reprieve to be able to take him down with the piercing arrow.
That's the Dragon though, going over to NIP, and it looks like they're gonna start up this Otacon. Shadow has just been getting caught after caught with Jue as well. The two of them not really being able to sync up, and while Care leaves, Vision making sure that he's able to have time here. Did pick up the Navori Flicker Blade, so those explosive charges are going to be dealing a lot of damage and be coming out very, very frequently.
Yeah, I think FPX just know that there's no way that they can really contest a team fight right now when they're down this much gold, just trying to pick up any remnants of standing gold.
Oh god,
through
Baron
turret,
6 grubs.
Baron 6 Void Grubs. That's just so much structure damage that you can inflict in a rapid amount of time, and FPX can't just let that happen go freely. I mean, NAP, if they are given any time on these base structures, it's just gone in a heartbeat.
Teleports in top lane so that they can continue to go. It's the Ornn ultimate from Doinby.
Doinby.
Oh, he found Shadow!
Shadow once again! And the Karthus is not going to even pop the Requiem because I don't even think that there is a chance to find a kill trade back onto NIP. They get what they wanted, pushing in through the mid wave, unlocking that inhibitor, and they're going to do the same thing on the top side.
Oh my god, I mean, Care, his flash is not going to be up. Maybe they're going to make a defense, but still Baron here. Another mid wave is in tow. NIP can continue for this if they really want to, but recognizing that the Dragon spawning in 3 minutes, they're going to just take their recalls. They have a lot of gold, I'm going to be assuming they're going to be spending in the time coming. It would mean that it is almost impossible for them to make it out of this group, and definitely looking towards Split 2 with so many young names, especially. Oh my god, Shadow's almost dead.
Chunked out again. Doinby has just been completely ruthless with all these hijacked ultimates, singling out the Karthus every single time they look for the siege. And now all 3 inhibitors have been taken down and completely exposed. Super minions, double super minions, I should say, are going to be pouring in through every lane.
Be coming on through for the roster. So what we expected, I think, but still exciting nonetheless for both of these teams. For NIP, it would be them going forward and getting first in the group, getting access to double Elim in playoffs. And for FPX,
Sheer, Shadow, and Sorrow in the jungle role, Bot and Jue are all part of this new roster, and PP God leads the charge with the Pop Blossom. Just gets another flash out of Bot. No sums for the Varus. The rest of NIP pushing forward onto the Nexus Tower. Shanji flashing forward, looking for the flashless. Varus should be enough damage. Not quite to take him out, but NIP should have the firepower to burn through the Nexus Towers and burn through the Nexus all exposed. And all FPX can do is just watch as the base crumbles. Doinby styling on them, doing tricks on it. GG, well played, NIP.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.